ya van días y varias semanas.
He hasn't given no response, and it's been days, and it's been weeks, and What do you think, Sarah, of this canyon right here?
It's absolutely incredible. I haven't been to Tijuana in a lot of years, and seeing how wide open it is. I mean, I don't know if you could turn the camera around and show everyone.
Y ya van días y varias semanas.
He hasn't given no response, and it's been days, and it's been weeks, and What do you think, Sarah, of this canyon right here?
It's absolutely incredible. I haven't been to Tijuana in a lot of years, and seeing how wide open it is. I mean, I don't know if you could turn the camera around and show everyone how wide open it is. It's incredible.
Couple of questions. No. Ms. Rashida, what is your opinion on the massive child trafficking that is happening? Y espero logren su objetivo de la justicia a su país. Luchen por su país. Say basically fight for your country. Están bloqueando el acceso. ¡Viva! La Policía Federal o la autoridad nos está deteniendo el acceso y nos está deteniendo el paso para poder cruzar hacia el Zócalo, señores.
How's everybody doing? God bless everybody that is watching. God bless our country of Mexico, our city of Tijuana, and God bless the United States of America. Let's thank God for giving us 2 legs, 2 arms, a mind that we can think, a heart that we can feel, and eyes that we can see. How's everybody doing? Let me get the volume right here. There we go. How's everybody doing? Thank you so much for joining in. Breaking news. We have traveled multiple border between and Guatemala 6 times to be exact, and in this the other only 2 particularly 2 weeks tips that we did consistent one after the other. We broadcast caravans leaving by the hundreds and by the thousands, and also ultimately the protests by the migrant population of Haiti. And we gave you information that there is a humongous migrant population of Haiti waiting on this globalist compact of immigration that by now everybody knows that this globalist compact of immigration, it is not working. It is a whole global compact that is just creating chaos, poverty, And ultimately, it is creating this catastrophe that is occurring in our borders, that it connects to the United States and from here to Guatemala, Central America, and down south. Now, what is happening? You guys know that more than 120,000 migrants from Haiti are now living in the city of Tapachula. 85,000 applications have been put in the COMAR, that is the Commission of Refugees. Ultimately, this gives you an idea that these people are tired of being in the city of Tapachula and they want to leave. The only thing that they want is to leave Tapachula so they can move to the north to whatever city that is not Tapachula. They don't even want to they don't even have the idea to go to the United States anymore. They want to stay in Mexico, but ultimately in some other cities or some other states in our country of Mexico. Explaining facts, don't get into your feelings. And ultimately now we have a humongous problem because the leader of Pueblos Sin Fronteras, Irineo Mujica, arrived on, I believe that it was Friday or Saturday. And he gave a statement. This leader, Irineo Mujica, has been arrested in Mexico for an accusation of trafficking of people, smuggling, trafficking of people, trafficking of humans. And he was released. He has 2 shelters in the north border. I believe that is in Sonora, one of them. He arrived to the south border. And he sent a really strong message to the government of Mexico, and he sent a really strong message to the president, which I will play right here in a few seconds, and I will translate for every single one of you. So he said, on Monday, we're going to start a hunger strike, and I want everybody in the main plaza of Tapachula, get to know you got more than 85,000 people that they're waiting in Tapachula. So imagine this, this provocation to get all the people in the middle part of Tapachula. It was just a huge statement. Not only from him, I interviewed another activist, pro-migrant activist, which I'm going to say he's a really good man. Although we see differently on politics, on the immigration policies, but he's a really respectful man. Luis Villagran, he also was there. And this is the video that it was sent to us by our colleagues and friends from Frontera Sur, Juan Manuel Blanco. I will pause the video right here so I can explain before I go. Thank you so much for every single one of you that is joining in right now. We are going to be traveling again as this news continues, but we're going to travel to another border and from there show you some other places which this enormous influx is happening, and ultimately also that China is extracting lithium and minerals from our country. We want to show you that also on which border and on which part that is connected to the United States of America. So thank you so much, every single one of you that is joining in. Buy Me a Coffee is on top of the link if you guys like to contribute for our independent reporting. We are people funding, so people funded. So Buy Me a Coffee is on the bottom link, and also our PayPal is pinned on the bottom link. Also, thank you so much for your support. Share this video, and I will promote our sponsor in a few seconds. So this is part of the video, and I will stop right here in a few seconds as I am going to be playing the video right here. This is 5,000 people from Haiti reunited today to talk on the plaza to protest against the Institute National of Immigration and demand their visa and transit to move to the north. Quick pause, just for everybody to know, not all of them are wearing a mask. So you can only imagine, as I have explained to you guys, there's a high level of infections of syphilis, gonorrhea, and AIDS, cases of AIDS also. But you got a high risk of level of infections of COVID, the COVID variant and all this kind of stuff. So imagine 5,000 people in one particular place, and a lot of them not wearing a mask. So it is just unbelievable. see with Irineo Mujica on the right side.
Nadie se quiere quedar en Tapachula.
And there you see Luis Villagran right there, also standing in the middle. You see Luis Villagran right there standing in the middle. I apologize if you could not hear me when I was talking and the audio was on. So I will play again I will return back this video right here for a little bit. And I will play it again. This is Luis Villagran in the white shirt, and I interviewed this man. And also you got on the right hand right here, right here underneath, that's Irineo Mujica, the leader of Pueblos Sin Fronteras, an organization that is it's located in Chicago. So this is 5,000 people. This is just one part. So the video shows different parts as all of them are standing and waiting for, and giving paperwork out to people that they are, you see mainstream media, you see a lot of people. This Carlos right here in the middle. You see Carlos right here wearing a red shirt right there in the middle. As you see, all this combustion of people all located in one particular place. It's more than 5,000. It's almost close to 5,000 people. All of them across the street, across the plaza, making a line to give paperwork for these people to move forward. And also, to ultimately to create their pressure to the Institute National of Immigration so they can hurry up, so they can get their visa transit. So they can get their visa transfer, that they can move forward to the north. The borders of the United States with Mexico, they don't even know what's coming. It's a humongous influx that is coming to the borders of the United States with Mexico. It's huge. It's huge. So if they're going to implement this stay in Mexico policy, it is going to affect the borders of Mexico. My God, is it going to affect us? But if it's not going to be reinstated, the stay in Mexico policy is going to affect both of us. The United States, ultimately the United States of America, that now the Border Patrol, it looks like a processing agency. And it only processes people. This is the lines as they are, continuously, people coming and coming and coming. And, you see there's a lot of leaders of the community of Haiti. There's a lot of leaders of the community of Haiti that they are, particularly asking for paperwork, telling you, hey, you can do this, you can do that, fill up this application, fill up this, fill up that. But ultimately, there's a price for it. So a lot of authorities were present there to see if there were, coyotes, taking advantage of the situation or trying to take advantage of this situation. Because there's always a guy that's trying to make money out of this particular necessity of these people. So you see the paperwork right here. Let me put the volume up a little bit so you guys can hear the sound, the background sound of the people.
De la opinión pública, sobre todo el presidente de México, Andrés Manuel López.
The president of Mexico needs to hear the public opinion. Luis Villagran is saying right there, the president of Mexico needs to hear the public opinion. Number one. And for the president to push so you can get your visa transit and to nobody. Stay right here in this place, and if you want to move, move. Look at this, man. As everybody right here is giving paperwork to Mr. Luis Villagran as they are getting organized to push this, to be more to put pressure on the authority of the Institute National of Immigration, but ultimately on the Comar. The Comar is the one that is taking a mess. Now, let me pause this right here and let us hear Luis Villagran right here for. Right here. Let us hear Luis Villagran what he says. I interviewed this man. He was really nice to me. So it was really nice to me. I'm not gonna talk bad about the man because he was really nice to me. And this is what he says. This is what he says on the interview that it was done, and what is his opinion on this, this protest or statement from the migrant population of Haiti.
Al comisionado del Instituto Nacional de Migración y que en este contexto se vea lo que está ocurriendo.
This is a message to the commissioner of the Institute National of Immigration, and at this moment, so they can see what is happening right here.
Estamos en una crisis humanitaria grave.
We are in a humanitarian crisis. Look what he says right here. To all you leftists in the United States of America, and specifically to that woman that speaks every day at the White House and says that this is a challenge for you, the Biden administration, and to all the Biden administration that they are saying that this is a challenge to you, that this is kind of like a trophy, because that is how it looks like, and that is how it sounds like, that this is a challenge. This man that is a pro-migrant activist who has a lot of power between the migrant population said continuously when I interviewed him, and ultimately now he's saying again, this is a humanitarian crisis. We are doing this for the commissioner of the Institute National of Immigration of Mexico to hear us out, and to ultimately to know that this is a humanitarian crisis. Look what it says here. Where you can see that this is a humanitarian crisis and more migrants, they're coming. Holy cow. And I will say to you, he's actually saying a fact. And this is true, people, because the doors are open in Tapachula with Guatemala. And I shown you that not too long ago, not even a week ago. I showed you that, where I was sitting down in a boat and I went on this water raft again for the, I don't know how many times. I went on the water raft and I was in the middle of the water raft and showing you how e-commerce is coming back and forth. People were coming back and forth. So this is open. And it is just so it's just so illogical. The way that the Mexican authorities are deporting people and are returning them back to Guatemala, but underneath there's the river, so they can cross on a water raft illegally and irregularly back to Mexico. So I don't understand what the United States is also doing, that they're deporting people in the airports of McAllen, Texas, all the way to Mexico. Mexico is in charge of deporting them back, but the authority of the United States of America, which it has, and it is obvious, it has an interest, and also it has an agreement. It has an agreement with the Mexican government, the Biden administration. The Biden administration assure themselves that these people are being returned back to their native countries. But the Biden administration is just saying, I'll throw them there to Mexico. I will return my private plane back, and I will do it again and again and again, as Obama did back in 2008, 2009, 2011, 2012, 2013, 14, and 15, and also 16. Biden is doing exactly the same. He's throwing it just out there, and the people are just being returned back, and they're just walking like, oh, I'll return back right now on the water raft all the way back to Mexico again. So what is the whole purpose of doing this? It is just a process of money. It's just money, making money out of human beings. I just said to you, is the most lucrative business that exists in the world, people. The refugee and asylum. Look what it says right here also.
Que esto se tiene que solventar. Si van a hacer campos de refugiados, si van a darle traslados a las personas, que vayan a hacer lo que tengan que hacer, pero que lo hagan ya.
If they're going to put shelters, and they're going to put, places where they're going to shelter these people, and if they're going to be transporting these people, do it, but do it now. You can see a crisis right now. Do it, but do it now.
No, con esos operativos de que fuimos testigos donde golpean a los migrantes.
And but stop with these operations where, you got the Institute National of Immigration who is, and we were witnessing that they were hitting the migrants.
Donde patean a los migrantes.
Where they're kicking the migrants.
Y sobre todo que los están llegando a dejar.
Están tratando de salir de Tapachula ya. Cuentan con un documento, con una
la mayoría de ellos,
sin embargo,
a lot of these migrants count with their documents already to transit. What can you tell us about that?
También están violando la ley
de poder salir ya de Tapachula.
This is a migrant from Haiti, and this is an interview on him. And this is his opinion on what is happening right there at the border right now at this protest. Right now, people. Thank you for joining in. Buy me a coffee is on the bottom of the link, and also our PayPal is on the bottom. Also, I'll give a quick shout out and go over there, www.oscarbluehealth.com. Go over there to Wellness Warrior in my website and get your free gift of vitamin D3 and zinc. Don't think twice. It's your time to invest on your health, so your body can take care of you right now, and then on the late stages, your body can take care of itself. Go over there, www.oscarbluehealth.com, and check me out. This is the interview. Look what he says right here. I will stop and I will translate as the interview is going.
Sí, pues ese que necesitamos, porque aquí vivimos muy mal, muy
What we need is to pass, because right here we're living really, really bad.
muy mal, porque tenemos que arrendar casa, la casa está muy caro.
Because we have to rent a house, and the house is really expensive.
Tenemos que comprar comida, todo. Mira la
We got to buy food every day.
gente como si vivimos aquí en la plaza, porque
Because, you know, there's people that are living right here at the plaza.
no era la idea, pues la idea es de cruzar a México nomás.
That was not the idea. The idea is also to live in Mexico also.
Ahora que estamos con presos aquí,
And now we are like prisoners right here in this city. We are prisoners. We cannot leave this city.
no podemos salir. Así que somos migrantes.
We are migrants.
Ser migrante no es un como si comemos una crimen, ¿me entiende? Así que necesitamos salir.
We are migrants. We're not criminals. And the only thing that we're asking is to just head out.
Sí,
Are you joining this, fasting or this protest, this hunger strike?
si vamos hoy día mismo, porque
And if we need to go right now, not only that, but if we need to go right now, we go right now.
necesitamos salir de aquí,
Because we need to get out of here right now.
porque no venimos de estar aquí, ¿me entiende? No venimos de estar aquí, venimos de
Because we escape, and we're now right here where we cannot escape.
pasar nomás.
¿Cuántos migrantes de Haití ya pudieran tener esta hoja de comar?
How many migrants from Haiti they can have this sheet or this application from Comar
Para poder meter este amparo.
so they can how many amparo, I don't know how to say it in English, or I know how to say it in English, but particularly I forgot right now, so I apologize. How many migrants of Haiti do you need so you can put this claim, this legal claim against the Comar, the Commission on Refugees?
Hay mucho.
There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them.
Somos muchos aquí, como 3,000, 4,000 puede ser.
There's hundreds of thousands of us, but we only need 3,000 to 4,000, and that's it.
¿Me entiende? Me llamo Enal.
My name is Era.
Súper mal, muy mal. Porque
The situation is bad. It's really, really bad.
llegamos aquí, la gente también que está aprovechando de nosotros, porque
There's people that they're taking advantage of us also.
arriendan una pieza, por ejemplo,
That they're renting the places and they're renting the houses. They're renting the houses at a high price because we're migrants.
por ejemplo, yo soy un víctima, porque no puedo decir que yo arrienda una pieza, yo arrienda una cama, por mí.
And me, like I can say, I am the victim. I'm a victim because I cannot even rent a house. I'm renting a bed
500 pesos,
for 500 pesos.
¿me entiende? Ese es mal.
You understand? That's bad.
Como un abuso.
That is an abuse.
Así que no podemos vivir así. Y la casa tampoco no es de caridad.
And we cannot live like that. And the house is not quality. It's not a quality house, so we cannot live like that.
¿Me entiende? Así que somos migrantes, pero no somos criminales, no
We are migrants. We're not criminals.
somos ladrones, no somos cualquier
We're not stealing. We're not doing anything. We're just migrants.
persona. Que necesitamos salir de Tapachula.
What is the message that you need to send to the to officials in Tapachula? We need to leave Tapachula. We don't want to be here.
Porque la idea no era de quedar a Tapachula.
The idea was not to stay right here in Tapachula. It was
Necesitamos salir, por favor. El gobierno Necesitamos salir, por favor.
To the government, we need to get out. We need to get out of here. We don't want to stay here. We need to get out of here.
Escuchar la voz de nosotros porque
Listen to our voice. Listen to us.
necesitamos salir, por favor.
We need to get out of here. We need to get out of here.
Enal.
What is your name, Errol? So this is...
La gente no quiere estar en Tapachula, los tapachultecos se sienten desbordados y es por lo tanto que tratamos de ayudar a que esta gente pueda.
And this is Luis Villagrán, and again is saying, you know, we are trying to help these people. We're trying to help these people to move out because this is a catastrophe, he's saying.
Cumplir con la ley. En un minuto tenemos 50 ya casas.
In 1 minute, we already have 50 houses right now. So it's a matter of joining forces together.
Sale a la orden. Vamos a interponer juicios de garantía ante un juez federal.
We are going to go to the federal judge and put a federal claim.
Para que los jueces federales resuelvan la legalidad de los trámites.
So the federal judges, they resolve the legality of the processes of the immigration processes.
Y se pueda la gente salir de Tapachula.
And so can the people leave the city of Tapachula?
A lugares donde haya una inmediatez procesal.
Where they can go to places that there's an immediate process so they can live.
En otras ciudades donde
in another cities,
el Instituto Nacional de Migración
where the Institute National of Immigration
tiene oficinas para que le pueda.
So the Institute National of Immigration, where the border agents have offices and they can keep checking on them.
Resolver a todo. Ahorita consideramos que hay 200 migrantes.
We are considering right now around here with me 200 migrants.
Sí, vamos a iniciar un ayuno voluntario indefinido. El compañero.
We are receiving one by one voluntarily, and we are receiving all their paperwork right now.
Irineo Mujica,
with my partner Irineo Mujica,
compañera Cintia Alvarado, nosotros personalmente,
and you know my assistant Cintia.
Migrantes, el compañero Guillermo, también
and some partners of migrants that they're already helping also.
Representando a los migrantes, hay migrantes. El objetivo del ayuno es llamar la atención de la opinión pública.
What is the objective of the hunger strike? And he's saying the objective of the hunger strike is to specifically to call the attention of the public eye.
Para que la opinión pública sea quien presione al presidente.
So the public opinion, it is the one that is in the people are the ones that they are going to be pressuring the president to resolve this.
De la República, que él es el jefe máximo del Ejecutivo para que solvente esta crisis humanitaria en el sureste de México.
So the president can resolve, and again, for all you leftists, that you don't live over here in Mexico, you don't live and you have not seen the catastrophe of this border crisis. Again, this is a pro-migrant activist for you, Jen Psaki, Ilhan Omar, Rashida Tlaib, Alexandra Ocasio, Inútil, to all of you. This is a pro-migrant activist, which we have been, and I interviewed this man face to face, and I seen this crisis, and again, he says it again. We are putting this statement in this hunger strike so the president of Mexico can understand this humanitarian crisis, and you got all these leftist people calling this a challenge, right? And also, where is the president of Mexico on this? This globalist, where is he? Let's put the.
No es cierto, eso no es cierto. Es un discurso político. Los migrantes quieren salir de Tapachula.
They're saying that the migrants want to stay here. It says, no, that is a lie. That is a lie. The migrants want to leave Tapachula.
Los migrantes le piden al presidente de la República y a las instituciones que por favor salgan de Tapachula.
The migrants are asking the president, and they're asking the institution that please let them pass to out of Tapachula.
Ya no hay lugar para más.
There's no place for us here.
Vamos hacia la Ciudad de México.
We are going to go to the city of Mexico to put this to put this claim to the federal judge.
Vamos a la Ciudad de México a quedarnos allá con el presidente para
To stay over there outside of the morning conferences of the president
que él resuelva el problema,
so he can resolve this problem,
porque es un problema con los Estados Unidos de América.
because it's a problem also with the United States of America. Thank you so much. You know, a lot of people don't like this man, but I will tell you, he's a pro-migrant activist, but he's a really honest man. He's honest. He tells you the problems that exist. He doesn't care for no political party, but he's telling you the problems that exist. And he's saying this is a problem also with the United States of America, because the President Joe Biden said, I will accept 125,000. And he still has his border open, and he still has this problem that he can't control. And he has Alejandro Mayorkas, the Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security, saying, oh, you know what? I'm not going to accept no Cubans that they're running away from communism. By the way, what happened to Cuba? Nothing happened to Cuba. Everything watered down, right? Everything is good over there. But he's not accepting nobody from Cuba, because everybody that is coming from Cuba does not want communism, and it is against the leftists, radical leftists. But Alejandro Mayorkas said, let everybody in from the South. People are calling this a humanitarian crisis, and you got the leftists in the United States of America that they're saying that this is a challenge.
Derecho al asilo o el derecho a tener su
And this is Irineo Mujica. This is when he arrived. When he arrived, commotion started. I already played this interview in the past, but I wanted to play it again so you guys can know who is the guy that is practically all the time that he comes to a rally, or all the time that he's trying to put a rally, or he's trying to put a protest, or he's doing a hunger strike, which I saw him doing a hunger strike right here in Tijuana, underneath the bridge where the migrant camp is located right now in El Chaparral. I saw him there, and I have interviewed this man more than 3 or 4 times. This man has been also arrested for intent to traffic in, smuggling people. But this man, as he arrived, he immediately catch the eye of the mainstream media and also the authorities of Tapachula. They're watching this guy. So this guy's a pro-migrant activist from Pueblos Sin Fronteras, and also pro-migrant activist, pro-humanitarian rights for the migrant population. So this is, again, what he says. This is what he says. Look what he says.
casos pueden ir en todo el territorio mexicano, pero supongo.
We're fighting for the cases that why they're keeping them here on the South. They can transit all the way to the country of Mexico.
Digamos que por complacer a los Estados Unidos, no.
But we are pleasing the United States. We're bending the knee to the United States. That's why we're not letting them pass.
Ir a la Ciudad de México, donde existen muchos lugares donde las organizaciones están dispuestas a ayudar.
They can let them pass all the way to other cities and parts of Mexico where you have a lot of NGOs that they are willing to help.
Nosotros tenemos albergues
we have shelters
ciudades grandes donde ellos puedan.
In big cities where they can, locate themselves and they can shelter themselves.
Tijuana los absorbió la vez pasada en otras.
Tijuana absorbed them last time, easily.
Las administraciones han habido
in the past administration, and they have been in the past administration.
Masas de haitianos.
Masses of people from Haiti.
Y se encontraron que los Estados Unidos no los recibía.
And back in 2016, back in 2015, with 15,000 migrants from Haiti arrived to Tijuana. He's talking about that situation. 15,000 migrants from Haiti arrived to Tijuana, and the United States of America was not letting them in because they were in the middle of this election time between Barack Obama and leaving Barack Obama office and Hillary Clinton trying to take his place, but oh surprise, Donald Trump took this place. So the migrants were waiting for the new electee to come in. They had an idea that Hillary Clinton was going to win and they were going to be let in, but oh surprise, Donald Trump came in and he put a stop. So all the migrants from Haiti stayed in Tijuana. So they didn't have no other option but to ask for work. And a lot of them, they did their good life over there. Over here, they started their business. They started, creating their own lives, going to college, all this kind of stuff. But ultimately, he's trying to put this idea that every border city can absorb all this mass migration, and the country of Mexico can absorb all this mass migration. This is what he says also.
pusieron sus negocios, pero ciudades donde puedan ellos prosperar y tener a sus familias.
And they put their businesses in places and in cities where they can prosper and they can give a better life to their families.
¿Quién querría ver si el presidente López Obrador está diciendo que los protege? Él protegería a su familia.
If the president of Mexico, López Obrador, is saying that he's protecting them, is he protecting his family like this?
De esa manera, a sus nietos.
Is he protecting his grandchildren like this?
Es la manera de proteger
This is the way to protect them?
los derechos humanos.
And give them the violating their humanitarian rights?
A él le gustaría que su familia fuera tratada si él
He liked his family to be treated this way?
trata a sus nietos de esa manera, a sus
If he treats his grandchildren this way that he's treating his children, if he's treating his children this way,
hijos de esa manera y así los educó, entonces sí es proteger.
but if he's trying to protect his children and he's trying to protect them and give them a good life, well, that is protection. And there's a question right here that is asked. Immediately, the journalist asks a question that is, what is happening today? And the question is easy of what is happening today. And the question is, Irineo, what are you going to do with this hunger strike? Are you going to start this hunger strike? Are you going to start this hunger strike? Or what are you going to do? And this is what happened today. 5,000 people today showed up to the plaza. This is why I had to play this video, because it shows you what has provoked the hunger strike or the protest right here in the main city of the plaza of Tapachula. So he says, this is right here. We're really clear what he says. Look at this.
El ayuno comienza el lunes en el Instituto Nacional de Migración.
The hunger strike starts on Monday on the Institute National of Immigration offices.
¿Escucharon alguno de los casos? Yo me pongo en ayuno con algún.
Have you heard any one of the cases? I put, I'm going to start this. Also, I'm joining the hunger strike with some of the cases of the migrants.
Los compañeros migrantes. Estamos llegando, no sé, y vamos a caminar con ellos.
And we are arriving and we are going to walk with them.
El 15 o no sé qué día.
And the 15th of September, or I don't know which day.
Pero vamos a caminar con ellos
But we are going to walk with them.
y vamos a pedirle a este gobierno, al licenciado Taboada,
And we are going to ask this government, to the licensed Taboada,
que se siente con nosotros.
that he sits down with us.
Tenemos que hablar sobre las necesidades y
We have to talk about the necessities
las formas
and the ways,
de tratar a los migrantes.
on the ways on treating the migrants.
Vamos a pedir una reunión con él,
We are going to ask a meeting with the general General Taboada,
con gentes de
that he's the leader and the commissioner of immigration.
gobierno, y vamos a ir con el
And we are going to go and ask the different diplomats of the government
Senado y vamos a encontrar
to talk to them and sit down with them.
la manera.
And we are going to find a way.
No vamos
And we are not going to.
a la frontera norte, sabemos, yo tengo a gente en la
And we're not going to the north border. We have 2 shelters. I have 2 shelters in the north border.
frontera norte porque tengo 2 albergues.
I know what is going on in the north border. I have 2 shelters in the north border.
Y sé lo que nos pasa cuando todos llegan a la frontera
And I know what happens when everybody arrives as a mass migration into our shelter.
norte, especialmente cuando la Corte de Estados Unidos está
Especially when the court of the United States is trying
tratando de imponer
to impose
nuestra política migratoria
their immigration policies in our country of Mexico.
cuando es una corte extranjera.
When it's a foreign policy immigration court, a foreign immigration policy. That is Irineo Mujica, people. This is a Mexican citizen, and it is important to you guys see right here. Let me just get him off the camera, and I will put this interview right here. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. Buy me a coffee is on the bottom of the link if you guys like to contribute to our independent reporting and broadcasting, as we are going, and also our travel fund, as we are going to be traveling in the next incoming weeks. We're going to be traveling again. So this is an interview with a Mexican citizen. Hear what he says right here. Share this video and like this video. Before I go on, go to that bell right there in YouTube and like that bell. Hit that bell. And also go to the video on YouTube and Facebook and like that video on Facebook, please. So this is a Mexican citizen. Look what he says. It's a really humble Mexican citizen that he was sitting down at the plaza. Look what he says about this immigration of influx.
Las autoridades que nos eche la mano, que se dé cuenta cómo está el problema.
That we're asking for the authorities to help us, to help us out over here, to help us out.
Y es todo por ahora,
And that's it. That's all the thing that I'm asking.
amigo.
Esto lo
For now, that's all the thing that I'm asking.
están viviendo ahorita con la llegada de los migrantes.
Sí, ya.
What is your opinion with this arrival of the migrants? What is your opinion? And he immediately says, yes,
Estamos invadidos ya por donde
we are invaded. That's his word. We are invaded right now by them.
quiera. Estamos invadidos. Que nos
We are invaded by them.
eche la mano nuestro
We're asking our own government to help us out, please. We're being invaded.
presidente
Ustedes quieren vivir en paz
en
como
paz.
antes.
Well, we're asking the help for to the president, and then the reporter says, "You only want to live at peace," and he says, "Yes, I'm only want to live at peace."
Tranquilo, con confianza.
We want to live at peace with confidence that we just want to live at peace.
No que ya por esa desconfianza ya andamos ya espantados.
Because we don't trust ourselves to be walking on our streets. We are scared to walk on our streets.
Ya espantados y no vaya a suceder algo, pues.
And we know that something is going to happen if this continues like this.
Cuando que nuestras autoridades lo pueden evitar, que nos echen
When the authorities, they can avoid this catastrophe from happening.
la mano, que se den cuenta.
And please listen to us, help us out, authorities, and take care of ourselves. And also ultimately,
De Chiapas, de Tapachula, que no se olviden de Tapachula, no
don't forget Tapachula. Don't ever forget Tapachula. Don't ever forget the border of Tapachula and Chiapas.
esas autoridades de arriba.
And help us out to the authorities that they're high up in the high up position.
Gracias, hermano.
Su nombre
Thank you so much.
Herminio Cárdenas Mejía.
de la
That is my
colonia.
name, Herminio
Morelos,
Carmen Atungue.
Morelos.
That is an interview with just a humble man that it was sitting on the park. Is a Tapachula citizen. He's a Mexican citizen. That is his opinion on what is happening right now with this enormous inflation of migrants that is occurring right there in the south border. This is a merchant that is located where I have shown video, and you guys can go on my YouTube playlist, and you guys can actually see when I'm showing the video, when I'm recording on the car, and you can actually see how the migrant population has taken over the sidewalks. This is a merchant that he gives his opinion on what is going on and what is happening with this enormous influx that is occurring in Tapachula. This is a Mexican citizen. Look what he says.
Aquí en Tapachula.
Bueno, mira, desafortunadamente, si tocamos el tema de migración, estamos enfrentándonos a un gran problema en la ciudad.
Well, you're touching a really sensitive topic, and if you want to touch this topic about immigration, we are facing a big problem.
Toda vez que pues, no cumple con las obligaciones que tienen en nuestro país.
A lot of the people are not following the rules in our country.
Las autoridades también no están
The
cumpliendo
authorities are not helping us, and they're not doing anything about it.
con el hecho de ver la salud más que
With
nada.
the health issue, more importantly, the health issue, nobody's doing anything about it.
Hay personas que hemos visto que no usan cubrebocas porque no se les exige.
There's people that they're demanding us to wear the mask, but there's migrants that they're not wearing the mask and they're not demanding them to wear a mask.
En otros aspectos o en otros rubros estamos viendo que la migración en partes está invadiendo nuestra ciudad.
In other aspects, look what he says right here. In other aspects, we are looking at this migration, they're invading our city. They're invading our city right now.
Está desplazando a algunas personas,
They are replacing some people with them.
pero necesitamos que ya el gobierno municipal estatal
We need now that the municipal government they do something about
y
this.
federal pongan orden.
That they put order on this.
Quieren un plan, ¿no? Que se requiere un plan, una estrategia para pues atender a la migración porque ya las tenemos aquí en el centro, en las calles, fraccionamiento.
That is Juan Manuel Blanco, our friend. You guys have seen him. He's always walking with me when I'm over there in Tapachula. Great reporter and journalist, Juan Manuel Blanco. And he's asking this question. What do you think is the plan that we can execute for this migration issue? What do you think is the plan?
o en todo el municipio, ¿no?
Efectivamente, ya deben de ir implementando un plan de desarrollo en el aspecto migratorio.
Effectively, the government has to have a plan of the development of this mass migration, this influx of migrants.
Toda vez que pues ya están acá, ya están conviviendo con nosotros, ya los tenemos en Tapachula.
You know, we already got them here. They already, you know, some of them we are, you know, in gatherings with them, so we need to have a new process.
Algunos de buena fe rentando y algunos en la calle durmiendo.
You know, some of them they're renting, you know, in some places, and some of them they are living on the streets.
Algunos tal vez cumpliendo y algunos no están cumpliendo con los.
You know, some of them they're complying with what the government is asking for them, and some of them they don't. Some of them they are not doing anything. So this is an interview with another Mexican citizen. So I wanted to put this video for everybody that is watching. How's everybody doing? Crisis. That is the word. Whether you like it or not. Alejandro Ocasio. Ignorante. Incompetente. Cerebro de nuez. Whether you like it or not, Alexandra Ocasio, you incompetent individual. Peanut of a brain. This is a crisis. If you want to call it a challenge, you make around, I don't know how many thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars every month. It's really easy. You already vaccinated yourself because you are a pro-vaccine individual, and you are a person that is a pro-vaccine individual. So you already vaccinated yourself, and you are these kind of individual that complies with all the rules and regulations, that all the things that you want, right? So you already this woman that has all the, you know, the passport and all these regulations. You are a perfect individual. You are a really perfect individual. So if you are this individual that has everything unchecked, there is a airline that is called Aeromexico or Volaris. And you can come to the border of Tijuana crosswalking. You have your entourage. Bring your entourage. Walk crosswalking, grab the airport, or even you can fly your private plane because you got thousands and thousands of dollars, right? Grab a plane, go over there, land in Tapachula. If you pick, you know, normal commercial flight, you have to stop in Mexico and then, like normal people like me, stop in Mexico and then fly to Tapachula. But if you have thousands of dollars, you can fly all the way to Tapachula, land over there. I have all the journalists over there that you can talk to them, and they can take you to all these protests right here, and you can see how the downtown area is looking. You have hundreds, thousands of dollars. I believe that you can spare $1, right? You can help all these people. This is a message not only for you, peanut of a brain, for Rashida Tlaib, that she makes hundreds of thousands of dollars, for Ilhan Omar, that she makes hundreds of thousands of dollars, for the dinosaur Nancy Pelosi, Gavin Newsom, that this radical tyrant that wants to reelect himself and never leave power. This is what I was talking to my partner Anthony a few moments ago. I was telling him the United States is going through a place where they are going to be electing dictators. All these people, they don't want to leave power. Gavin Newsom doesn't want to leave power. All these congresswomen, the squad, they don't want to leave power. So these people, it's really easy to pick them and tell them, okay, you're not calling it a crisis, you're calling it only a challenge. I invite you to my country of Mexico, and let's go to Tapachula and let's travel over there. And you can give out of your kindness of your heart and out of that capitalist dollar, which you like this communism and you like this socialistic capitalistic ideology. You can grab all that money that you don't want, all that capitalist money from the United States, and you can give that money to the people that they're suffering over here, starving. The young kids that they're being trafficked, the young kids that they're being abused, and the women that they are living on the streets and sleeping on the streets. You can buy a couple of sleeping bags, put them right there on the streets if you want. But ultimately, that is a dream that sueño guajiro, como decimos en Mexico. That is a dream that it will never happen, people. Because these dictators and these people like Saki, that they stand on a place, this people that they stand on a pedestal in front of all these journalists, and they say, well, this is because of the fault of the past administration. This is past failed policies, and it is a challenge for us to fix it. And it is a challenge, and it is going to be fixed. And we are trying to do the best. Holy cow. Unbelievable. This is why we travel, people, to these places. So we can bring you the reality and the truth about the news. So we can bring you the reality and the truth about what is happening specifically on these places where the catastrophe it is located on. Where you're not going to lie about the current situation. Where the current situation we show you with raw, uncut footage, and it is a live video, which you are not going to lie about it. Number reason why you're not going to lie about it, because it's an uncut video. It's an uncut video, which we don't have a time to edit the video like all the leftists and all the mainstream media from the left does. That they talk about all these beautiful things and, they're suffering and they're suffering and they're suffering. Yes, they're suffering, but where is your collaboration? Over there in the United States, you're giving away money and like, oh my God, they're suffering. That is your collaboration. Why don't you come over here to the main place and experience it yourself and watch a kid being pulled over by a border agent and see if you're not going to cry and feel that enormous impotencia, that enormous, anger to see that I cannot help. That situation, to see an older adult abusing a child, trying to cross through a barricade of the National Guard, an infant, carrying it in the rain with only a diaper in a plastic bag, to see a child be walking on the hot concrete in the middle of the jungle. There's a street that is a concrete street, walking with barefoot with blisters on her poor feet. I don't understand. If you're telling me that this is a challenge, show it to me that this is a challenge, because you have pro-migrant activists right here. And you have all these people that they are in the part where the epicenter of this catastrophe, of this globalist compact of immigration created by this evil and demonic man that is called George Soros. And you don't see the United Nations right here giving money, right, for these people to not sleep on the streets, right? No. Oh, they're right there sitting back. George Soros is eating popcorn right now. It's a total different ballgame by sitting in the White House and just giving us beautiful speech. And then Jen Psaki with her, nice hair right here. And I just got a new circle back, girl. Saying, oh, no, it's a challenge. It's a challenge. Yay. It's a challenge. God bless everybody that is watching. Thank you so much. We decided to take a reto, a challenge. No, putting the word challenge now. We decided to take a challenge, and I wanted to do this from a long time ago. And today we took the challenge, and I posted my video. So I will do this. I told you guys that I will be. I'm a trilingual individual. I try to do my best at every language, although these leftists criticize my accent. Oh my God, he's so stupid. He's so idiot. Whatever. They don't even know how to speak Spanish. They don't even know how to speak Spanish. But, we are trying to expand ourselves in another language. So we did I'm going to start doing little segments of news in Italian. Today, I posted my first segment of news. It was kind of like a presentation in the language of Italian, which has a lot of reach in Europe. So I will start doing every week for the people that they know how to speak Italian, and also for the people in Europe, of what is going on in the catastrophe that is going on in our continent of America. You got to excuse my accent. I have an accent, but I'm trying to do the best that I can, and I'm learning. So this is my first segment of news as a presentation for every single one of you, as we are going to start doing ultimately. We're we're going to start doing ultimately in Spanish and English. I started in Spanish, although a lot of people, they criticize, hey, you don't do Spanish that much. I try to do the best that I can, man. So we're going to start doing, as a normal daily day basis, Spanish and English. And once a week, one day a week, I don't know which one, we are going to start doing it in Italian. So this is our video, our presentation video, and I will play it right here with you guys in a language in Italian as I try to do the best that I can. And I will start doing segments for people that they speak Italian. For every single one of you. Come stanno tutti? Il mio nome Oscar il Blu, giornalista per News. Dio benedica il nostro paese, Mexico, Italia, alla nostra città Tijuana, Baja California, and God bless the United States of America. Sono giornalista freelance di Tijuana, Baja California, Messico. Siamo passati 3 anni dando copertura all'enorme inflazione migratoria nelle nostre frontiere che connettono Messico con Guatemala e Stati Uniti d'America. Io ho viaggiato 6 volte a frontiere con Guatemala e mi sono documentato l'enorme traffico di bambini, tratta di donne, tratta di esseri umani e abusi sui minori. Sono uomo, cosa porta? Immigrazione legale, pacifica e pulito. Erano per documentare l'abuso e le frontiere con che l'immigrazione delle Nazioni Unite. Questo patto mondo di migrazione è un patto che non funziona. Portare il caos in povertà, l'abuso umano e destabilizzazione dei confini in tutto il mondo. Nel nostro paese ha causato molto danni alle comunità dei confini. Ha incentivato ai trafficanti e criminali organizzata, ma soprattutto bisogno, povertà, malati e in pensione, ma la cosa più triste, bisogno umano, la violenza e il traffico dei bambini. Sono un giornalista di Messico che lotta nel sporre la verità di questa agenda demoniaca globalista e busto ai nostri confini. Dal Messico le mando un cordiale saluto. Io ti invito per partecipare al nostro canale di YouTube Oscar il Blu, sapere la verità su quello che sta succedendo nei nostri confini. Ti auguro il meglio e ricorda, pace e amore, perché il tuo paese è il primo. Thank you so much. That was our presentation for the language of Italian. We're going to start doing, I told you guys, we had another language right there underneath, the table. So we're going to start doing every week a segment of news for the people of Europe. Ultimately, what I said was, my name is Oscar Blue. I am, I am a reporter and broadcaster. From Tijuana, Mexico. God bless my country of Mexico, the country of Italy. God bless my city of Tijuana, Baja California, and also ultimately God bless the United States of America. I presented myself. I'm a broadcaster. I've been reporting this for 3.5 years. I traveled 6 times to Guatemala. I've seen the enormous child trafficking, human smuggling, and the abuse to migrant children. And, I explained that kind of thing is my presentation for people to understand, that we are going to start giving them the news in Italian. So I will put this video and segment in my page as soon as I finish this live feed. We want to expand to Europe and get the news from our city. That is Tijuana. I'm a proud, really proud Mexican. I'm really proud to be here. I admire this man, this and this, this right here, this shrine right here, that is Emiliano Zapata. And I go by his principles. That is, I prefer to die standing than to live a life on my knees. And we are expanding this because we know that the globalist compact of immigration, it is an abusive system. It is a broken system that is only taking advantage of people, and that it's putting children's lives in danger. They're only putting children's lives in danger. And you guys have seen that. You guys have seen that with video. There's no way that you can lie to me. I was there watching it. And that cannot continue. That cannot continue. We have to expose what radical left and the globalists and the elite, that they don't care about the working class in our lives. We need to expose what they're doing in our world. We're going to get censored. Yes. We're going to get stopped sometimes. Yes. But the most important thing is that we keep on going and keep on moving forward. God bless every single one of you. Thank you so much for joining in. Buy me a copy is on the bottom link, and also our PayPal is pinned on the bottom if you guys like to contribute to our independent reporting and travel fund. Also, support independent media, please. Follow my partner, Real Anthony Agüero, in all platforms that exist in this planet and all the planets that exist in this, galaxy. Also, follow Border Network News, Instagram, Telegram, and also Facebook. And also follow Real America's Boys News. I need to present myself now like Oscar Blue for Border Network News and Real America's Boys News. I'm going to present myself, Oscar Blue, for Border Network News and Real America's Boys News. Big hug to the producer, Rob, and also Cameron, and also humongous hug to our brother and colleague, that he's head chief investigative reporter, Ben Berquam. God bless you, brother. Thank you so much. God bless every single one of you. Stay safe. Follow me at Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Telegram, and also join our YouTube channel. Nice to say hi to you guys. God bless you all. And like we always say, peace and love, everybody, because always your country is first. Before I go, www.oscarbluehealth.com. Go over there. Wellness Warrior. Get your free gift of vitamin D3 and zinc. Get over there and get it. See you soon.
Ya van días y varias semanas.
He hasn't given no response, and it's been days and it's been weeks, and he has.
What do you think, Sarah, this canyon right here?
It's absolutely incredible. I haven't been to Tijuana in a lot of years, and seeing how wide open it is. I mean, I don't know if you could turn the camera around and show everyone just how wide open it is. It's incredible.
Couple of questions. No. Ms. Rashida, what is your opinion on the massive child trafficking that is happening? Y espero logren su objetivo de la justicia a su país. Luchen por su país. Say the best sacrifice for your country.
Están bloqueando el acceso. ¡Viva! La Policía Federal o la autoridad nos está deteniendo el acceso y nos está deteniendo el paso para poder cruzar hacia el Zócalo, señores.